All right, let's just jump right in. When you think about biking in Taipei, what comes to mind? Probably a total chaos fest of scooters, buses, and people everywhere, right? It sounds, well, a little intimidating. But what if I told you that's all a misunderstanding? That it's actually one of the absolute best ways to really see the city? A local writer put it perfectly. They said, all my stress goes away, and it's a freedom that cannot compare. And that just nails it, doesn't it? We're not just talking about transportation here. It's about that feeling, that amazing sense of freedom you can find right in the middle of this massive, energetic city. So that's the big question, isn't it? How do you actually find that freedom? How do we bridge that gap from, imagining a huge traffic jam to actually feeling the breeze as you ride? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. Because here's the secret, the big surprise. Despite all the hustle and bustle, Taipei's actually an amazing city for cyclists. It's kind of like a city in disguise, and trust me, once you see it, you will never look at Taipei the same way again. And this is the master key that unlocks the whole city. It's a brilliant bike sharing system called U-Bike. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it is a total game changer. It makes biking here not just possible, but super, super easy for literally everyone, especially if you're visiting. Okay, let's talk money for a second, because this is where U-Bike just blows everything else out of the water. We're talking 10 new Taiwan dollars for the first 30 minutes. 10! That's, like 30 cents in the US. It's practically free. To put that in perspective, your basic metro ride starts at 20, and an Uber, well, that's not even in the same ballpark. For zipping around for those short little trips, there is absolutely nothing better. So let's take a closer look at this U-Bike system, your new best friend in the city. There are a few reasons why it works so darn well. First off, it is everywhere, and I mean literally everywhere. The network of these docking stations is so dense. You'll find them every couple of blocks, right outside the metro stations, next to 7-Elevens, hidden down little side streets. It means you're pretty much never more than a short walk away from a bike. It's just so convenient. And yep, there's that magic number again, $10. That's it for the first 30 minutes. That price is so low because it's designed for exactly what you need it for. Those quick, spontaneous rides. Getting from the metro station to your hotel, or maybe you just see a cool-looking street and think, hey, I'm gonna go check that out. And here's the best part for travelers. You don't need to be a local to use it. The app, U-Bike 2.0, it's all in English, and you can just sign up with your regular credit card from back home. It makes the whole thing super accessible, right from the moment you land. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually do it? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know for your first ride so you can hit the streets with confidence. So the registration is just a one-and-done thing. First, you'll need a local Taiwanese phone number, which is easy. Just grab a SIM card at the airport. Then pop open the app, add your credit card details, and you're pretty much set. After that, you've got two choices. You can link your Metro card, the Easy Card, and just tap to unlock, or even easier, just scan the bike's QR code right from the app. Seriously, that's it. Now, before you take off, always do a super quick safety check. We're talking 10 seconds max. Just give the tires a squeeze, pull both brake levers to make sure they work, and check that you can adjust the seat to the right height for you. It's a tiny little habit that makes a huge difference. All right, here's a pro tip. A little piece of local knowledge that will make you look like you know what you're doing. If you see a bike and its seat is turned around backward, just walk away. That's the unofficial signal from the last rider that the bike is broken or has a problem. It's their way of saying, hey, this one's out of service, so just grab the next one. And what happens if you want to stop for a coffee or something? Easy. The bikes have this cool built-in lock. All you do is turn the handlebar to the right, pull this little pin out of the basket, and stick it in the lock hole. Done. To unlock it, just tap your card or use the app again, pull the pin out, and off you go. Okay, so you're registered, you've picked your bike, you know how to lock it. Now for the fun part, navigating the urban jungle. Riding in Taipei does have its own rhythm, its own set of unwritten and written rules, and knowing them is what separates a stressful ride from an awesome one. Okay, listen up, because this is probably the most important thing you need to know about traffic here. It's called the two-stage left turn. You can't just turn left. Instead, you have to ride straight across the intersection, go to this little painted box on the other side, and wait there. Then, when the light for the cross traffic turns green, you go straight. It feels totally counterintuitive at first, I know, but trust me, it's way, way safer.
So here's your quick cheat sheet for Taipei's streets. First, scooters. They're going to be everywhere. The trick is to just be predictable. Hold your line, don't make any sudden moves. Second, parked cars. Always assume a door is about to swing open. Give them space. Third, pedestrians. A little ding of your bell, nice and early, goes a long way. And finally, construction. It's a big city. It happens. Just be ready for the occasional detour. Stay calm, stay alert, and you'll be golden.
All right, so you've mastered the city streets. Now it's time for the payoff. The big reward, because Taipei has this massive, incredible network of riverside bike paths that are just a world away from all that traffic and noise. Let's talk about two of my favorites. You've got the Keeling River Path. It's super flat, super easy, and it's perfect for a sunset ride. You can literally watch planes landing at the airport right next to you. Then there's the Tomsui River Path. This one's a bit longer, it takes you out toward the coast, and your reward at the end is some amazing food. So, you can pick your adventure. And just to make it super easy for you, here's a quick playbook for that Keelung route. Hop off the MRT at Songshan Station. Grab a U-bike right there. There's a 7-Eleven by the Raho Temple if you need water. The entrance to the path, it's right behind the temple. It's a beautiful ride, and you can end up near Yuanshan Station and explore Maji Square, which is packed with cool food stalls and little bars. So we've covered the bikes, the rules, the amazing secret paths, which brings us all the way back to the original question. Is it actually worth it? And the answer is a huge, definite yes. But, let's be real. Taipei is not Amsterdam. You're not going to find perfectly pristine bike lanes everywhere. But I think this quote really nails it. It's that mix, that contrast between the gritty, energetic city streets and the absolute calm of the riverside paths. That's what makes it so thrilling and so uniquely Taipei. So, if you take away just a few things from all this, let it be these. 1, U-bike is crazy cheap, and it's your ticket to exploring. 2, don't be afraid to use the sidewalks when it's safer. They're often huge. 3, when you need a break, escape to the river paths. They are your happy place. And 4, the golden rule. Just be alert, be polite, and be predictable. That's it. Look, once you have the right tools and the right attitude, biking in Taipei stops being this scary, intimidating thing and becomes this incredible adventure. It really is one of the best ways to experience the city. So the only question left is, are you ready to go for a ride?